Welcome to the visual release notes for Express version 2023.5. Let's take a look at some of the highlights that come out with this release. Our team has been hard at work improving how SDs and claims function, and how they get aggregated into claims as well. We've added a new status of submitted for SDs in order to help speed up processing time, and also to prevent issues where the same service-delivered billing entry was accidentally being submitted multiple times by some providers. Another benefit of this release is ensuring that claims are created correctly for services that have a rate add-on that begins or ends in the middle of a month. We've also worked to resolve an issue where some residential providers were able to bill for more than 344 days for an individual in a single plan year, and also ensuring that the procedure codes for OR 502ZE, OR 526ZE, and OR 542ZE no longer draw down hours from an individual's monthly hours limit. There's also upcoming changes to PSW overtime. Per the 2023 to 2025 collective bargaining agreement for personal support workers, PSW providers are now able to work up to 60 hours per week. That's 40 regular hours and 20 overtime hours without an exception. And here's an example of what Express will display on the View Provider screen. Under the PSW Weekly Hours and Rates section, for those with permission to see it, you'll see that weekly hours amount indicated there. Additionally, the PSW themselves will also see that notification that's on the Express desktop page and Express Mobile EVV, showing the updated amount of hours that they're able to work. There's also a new type of add-on in the plan of care. This add-on type is called Maintenance of Effort, and it's listed as MOE in the plan of care on the Plan Overview tab, the add-on section. For those that are using this, you'll be able to see that in the service type dropdown listed here. For more details on what the Maintenance of Effort is, see the new policy transmittal entitled In-Home Hours Maintenance of Effort Worker Guide. And now, too, for add-ons, if an add-on has a start date in the future, but there's no plan of care yet that exists that contains that start date, then the add-on will display on any currently effective plan of care. These add-ons will be highlighted in gray until there's a plan of care that's created that includes that add-on start date. A new report was created for finding an individual's service group changes. This is the View Change in Service Group report. This report allows a user to enter in a variety of search criteria, like on other search pages, and then return a list of one or more individuals whose service group has changed as the result of an Oregon Needs Assessment. Here's a screenshot showing that page, and also it provides an explanation of some of the features of the page, as well as the highlights for the color coding that occurs. When a results list is returned, you'll see it displayed underneath the search criteria, and you'll have various column headers that organize the information for you, and you can export it as needed. And up next is changes to the help menu and also training. The Express Train post-release email that is sent out also now has a button called PDF List of Changes. You can open this up to view each item that's changed on the help menu. Additionally, all of the Express core training courses have been updated and released. These interactive, self-paced courses can be used to onboard your new staff to working at Express quickly. Here's a list of all the courses: An Introduction to the Express Payment and Reporting System, Express for Case Management Entities, Express for Agency Providers, Express for Foster Care Providers, Express for ODDS State Staff, and Express for Personal Support Workers. And this is a YouTube video. These courses have also been added to the Express help menu so they can be found easily. Each user group now has a section entitled Workday Learning Courses, where these appear. And lastly, for training, remember that all of the courses, except for the one on YouTube, they require that a user have a Workday Learning account. You can request one by following the instructions that are found on the Workday Learning website, or by contacting your organization's affiliation manager if you have one. And in conclusion, remember that our team is always here to assist you. If you encounter any issues working in Express or in any of these new areas, please submit a technical assistance request from the top menu bar. These get routed to the Express Technical Assistance Unit to follow up for resolution of your issues. And for more details about all the changes that went into this release, check out the full release notes that appear at the top of the Express Train post-release email. Thank you for watching the 2023.5 Visual Release Notes.